Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode corporate filings so you don't have to. Today we're diving into a Form 8K from Essent Group, and let me tell you, it involves numbers, segments, and disclosures. Oh my. Think of it as trying to understand your phone bill after a family member used all your data. Let's jump in and see what's going on. This Form 8K is a current report, basically an update filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC. It's like a quick news flash from Essent Group, telling investors about something important that happened. The date of the earliest event reported is March 27, 2025. Think of it as hitting record on that particular day. Essent Group Limited is the company we are talking about. They are in the business of mortgage insurance, helping people get homes. They are based out of Bermuda. It also mentions their file number, which is something the SEC uses to keep track of them. This section is just checking off boxes. The company confirms that this filing isn't meant to cover some other kind of announcement. It is just a regular filing. This part shows that Essent Group has its common shares, which are like pieces of the company listed on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol ESNT. It's a standard disclosure for publicly traded companies. Here's where things get interesting. This filing is all about revealing how the company is performing financially. It also refers to something called Regulation FD disclosure, which basically means the company is making sure everyone has equal access to important information. It's all about being fair and transparent. We're talking about something called segment information. Companies often have different parts or segments that do different things. New rules require companies to share information about the expenses of those segments. Think of it as breaking down a company's income statement by department. In November 2023, new accounting rules came out called ASU 2023-07. These rules change how companies have to report information about their different business segments or divisions. It's like when the government changes tax laws. This went into full effect in 2025 and makes companies show more details about where their money is going. The company first used these new rules in their big annual report, or Form 10K for 2024. In 2025, they will also give this segment information every quarter with their 10Q reports and at the end of the year with their 10K report. That means they'll be sharing this data more often. The company is including extra unaudited information from each quarter of 2024. Think of it like bonus content to give you a better look at how the different parts of Essent Group performed throughout the year. It is being provided as Exhibit 99.1. This item is about the company providing its Exhibit 99.1 that contains historical financial information, which gives a more in-depth look into the 2024 quarterly segment performance. It's like getting to see the behind-the-scenes footage. Now we get to the interesting part. This exhibit provides a look at the different segments or areas of Essent Group's business and how they performed each quarter in 2024. Let's break it down so it makes more sense. In the first quarter, or Q1 of 2024, the total revenue was about $273.08 million. By the end of the year in Q4, it had climbed up to roughly $296.9 million. Overall, their total revenue had slightly increased during the year, meaning more business. Net income is like the profit after all the bills are paid. For Q1 of 2024, they reported about $17.4 times $7 million. By Q4, this number was around $107.66 million, showing the company was making a decent profit and it stayed pretty consistent all year. Expenses are what it costs to run the business. In Q1, total expenses were about $78.2 million. This went up to $92.5 million by the end of the year in Q4. A rise in expenses could mean they invested more in the business, or maybe some costs just went up. Finally, the report ends with a signature by David B. Weinstock, the Senior Vice President and Chief Financial Officer. It's like the CFO signing off on the accuracy of everything in the report. So, what's the story here? Essent Group had a pretty stable year in 2024. Their revenues and net income stayed consistent across all 4 quarters. It shows that the company is making money and keeping things steady, but the expenses did rise a little. That could mean they spent more on the business, which might be a good thing, or maybe it's something to keep an eye on. Essent Group is in a good position. Its revenues are consistent and it's profitable. The increase in expenses is worth watching, but doesn't raise any immediate alarm bells. All in all, steady as she goes seems to be the vibe with Essent Group. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more corporate decoding.